Yeah. Oh, wow.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to Coffee and Conversations with AMR Elite Realtors. We are here again, and I am Alicia Richardson, broker owner at AMR Elite Realtors, and I have with me
Juanita Winky Kennedy, associate broker of AMR Elite Realtors.
And I am Mashana Perry, broker owner of Making Moves Happen Realty in Charlotte, North Carolina, and realtor with AMR Elite Realtors.
Yes. I'm so excited this morning. I do want to ask for an apology already because you might see us looking different ways. We got all types of cameras going on in here.
That's all right.
So, we're just trying to make sure we get to the right one, but we are still talking to you. So today our topic is foreclosures and short sales. And we're not really talking about, hey, let me get your home and all that stuff. We're trying to give you advice on trying to save your home from foreclosure, and if you can't and you have to do a short sale, what that's about. And so, Juanita, what kind of good info you got for us this morning to start it off?
Well, first and foremost, let's just say this. If you are late or you are behind a few payments on your mortgage, it's always best to speak with your lender and let them know what's going on in your life. I think sometimes when people kind of get behind, they decide to stray away from the lending company that they have their mortgage with. And that doesn't work so good for you because it makes your credit score go down, and it makes them think that you're evading them and not wanting to pay. But if there is a reason why you're not paying, all you have to do is basically call them. And there's mostly all of the lending companies have programs where they will assist you from that point. But you have to let them know. Letting them know is powerful.
Yeah.
Running away hurts you in the long run. And so we got to be cognizant of that. And you can always speak to a lender, your lender or another lender. Maybe there's some type of program where you can do a HELOC, where you can get money out to help you to save it. Or you can always call AMR Elite Realtors, LLC. Or you can call Mashana Makes Moves Happen and speak to a real estate agent to let them give you some guidance on what you should do at that point.
Yeah, we're not just here to always help you sell a home. We should have in our arsenal or in our database information to also help you keep your home.
Exactly, because that's what we're all about, helping you to stay in your home when times get tough. And these are tough times for many people. So we want to be that one-stop shop where you can come to us, you can talk to us, and we will definitely help you and give you the advice that you need. Now, we don't give legal advice, but we will give you real estate advice as much as we can to assist you in these times of trouble.
Right. So, Mashana, I got a question for you.
Sure.
So, we're right here in the DMV area. DMV standing for District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. A lot of people don't understand what
they don't.
So, with us being right here in the DMV area, we have a whole lot of federal workers and federal employees right now are going through this government shutdown. Some of them are labeled as furloughed and some aren't. So it is affecting a lot of different things in this area. How is it in North Carolina? Have you seen the effects of it as well?
Yeah, I mean, same here. Our federal workers are affected as well. And then with the whole immigration situation with ISIS, a lot of the homes that are being built and some of the projects and stuff have been affected by individuals that were affected by immigration and stuff like that. So it's slowed up.
Oh wow, slowing down the market.
Yeah, slowing down some projects. And so those are always a concern. We do have some programs that can help people that are looking for funding, because once they get into the situation where they've been out of work for some time, maybe they were in the process of buying a house and now they're needing to use their savings to stay afloat until they can figure out what's going on. So some of the programs that we have here, like for the federal workers, we have the First Home Advantage program. With that program, you can get up to $15,000 in down payment assistance, and it does a lot of help for federal workers. We also have a state employees program, and that offers up to $20,000 in assistance. So those are just some things that help our government people to still make home buying a reality. But I think right now we've also noticed that a lot of people are just kind of sitting still, hunkering down, kind of waiting to try to figure out what's going to happen.
Yeah,
exactly.
Nobody realizes it's a trickle down effect that affects every state.
Yeah.
Every state does have federal workers somewhere or some type
and
of
federal
form.
contractors. So let's not leave them out too, because everybody is not with the federal government. But if they are under a federal contract and they're a contractor, it's just the same. So they're affected in a different way, you know?
Now that's why it was laid on our hearts to kind of talk about how to help, because everybody right now is trying to look for a way out. Now, the first thing I did want to say, well, let me translate something real quick. She said HELOC. So for those of you that don't understand, that's a home equity loan
line of credit.
I said loan. Line of credit, which is a loan basically from the equity in your home.
Exactly.
And so that is an option. But one of the things I did want to say about foreclosure. Now, if you miss 1 month, so let's say, you know, this month you're not getting your paycheck, or something happens that you're not getting your paycheck, right? If you miss 1 month, that is not automatically foreclosure.
No, it is not.
But that is the time that you need to communicate with your lender. Because if you wait till month 3 is when things get hot. 3 is when they start working on, you know, filing foreclosure paperwork. They feel like, oh, they just decided they're not paying us. It's only been 3 months.
If you don't communicate.
Right. And if you don't communicate with them and you call at month 3, most of the time they're like, you should have called us at 1. It's too late. We can't help you. We've already filed the papers. That's why it's very important. Month 1, even before month 1 happens, you call and say, hey, I'm part of this shutdown.
Exactly.
I'm not sure if I'm going to get my full paycheck or whether I'm going to have my paycheck this month. I just want to let you know just in case. And that way, that communication, that door is open for them to try to assist you, to make notes in the system under your home, saying, you know, this and this is going on with this person, because they are putting notes in the system. Because I've heard a lot of people right now, they say, I call my bank and they can't do nothing. What did you call them before, afterwards, or too late?
Right.
Because that's what
you can't wait 4 months down the road and then ask for help. You got to do it at the beginning. But if you keep the lines of communication open, a lot of them have programs that will assist you, where they may take that mortgage and put it on the back end. And that way, you know, you won't have to worry about it. So you just have to actually find out what it is. And then when you actually start getting paid again, you can just take care of the arrears. That's all you have to do. And then at that point, it's kind of smooth sailing. But we really don't want people's credits to be affected, because you may get out. You might want to sell your home. You may not want to sell your home. You might want to stay there for another 10 years. But communicating with your mortgage company is paramount. It is paramount. I can't say it enough, because a lot of people, when they get behind, they feel embarrassed or intimidated, and you shouldn't feel that way. There's lots of people suffering at this time. And so you have lots of people that are not able to pay. So you're not alone.
There's people suffering all the time, even outside of the shutdown.
Exactly. That's true.
So we understand, we get it. I mean, personally, years ago, I had a home that foreclosed. So I understand the feeling. You're like, oh, wait a minute.
It's hard to go through. It really is.
I don't want anybody to know. And what should I do? And I called too late. And then, you know, credit was already bashed. You know, it was a lot of things going on with the real estate market. That was when, you know, that bad real estate market, everything fell apart, right?
Exactly.
And
it can happen.
Yeah.
But that's why we want to be that one-stop shop here at AMR Elite Realtors LLC and Mashana Making Moves Happen. We want to be able to let the community know that we are with you. And if there's any questions that you have, our information will be on the bottom of the screen. You can call us at any time. Don't feel afraid. We've dealt with short sales and foreclosures all the time. This is nothing out of the ordinary. And we've been doing it for how many years, Alicia?
I've been doing it for over 23 years.
And I have about 16 years. And Mashana, you have how many?
About 20 years.
Okay. So you got over 30 years, 30 years in the room, 30 years. So
30,
we know, 40 years. Exactly. So you can call us, you can talk to us, and we want to definitely extend our hand to you. And we also have information about different programs in the DMV and in North Carolina, food banks, pantries, and whatever.
Yeah,
I think especially we saw that. I don't know if this is actually true or not, but that the SNAP benefits that may be, you know, affecting people who have those benefits, which we know, you know, a lot of people do benefit from being able to have that service for food. So we do have some food banks here in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. We have some drive-through places. And if you need those services and you're just not sure, you can always reach out as well, because there are several. So I can't really say them all. But if you need that information, then please don't feel, ashamed or anything to reach out, because everybody needs help at some point.
And sometimes, exactly.
Absolutely.
That is so true.
Absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned that, because Thanksgiving is coming.
Exactly.
And so I heard that Aldi's has a Thanksgiving package to feed a family of 10.
Yeah.
For $40.
For $40.
For $40. So Aldi is trying to help. I can personally tell you that my church, Alexander Memorial Baptist Church on Crane Highway, the third Saturday of the month, we do a food drive from 10 to 12. And so this month, it will be right before Thanksgiving. I'm praying that we have turkeys. We had turkeys and hams one year. It was great. So I'm hoping that we have the same.
And what's
thing.
the address of your church?
10675 Crane Highway. And we don't give out just stuff. You know what I mean? They give out good stuff. You get boxes to prepare some macaroni and cheese.
That's good.
You'll get, sometimes we have milk. Like I said, sometimes we have turkey, ham, frozen foods. Like we gave out frozen drumsticks last week and shrimp. And so it's just, you need to tap into your resources. There are a lot of things going on in the community right now. And, right now they're saying that they're going to stop SNAP. We don't know if they're going to say, well, we don't have voucher money. We don't know.
Exactly.
That's a possibility too, because that's all a part of those benefits that they're trying to just get rid of. And so
definitely a big time. I think it's like the time to everybody to come together as a community to really support each other. And I know that we're trying to do some stuff to do what we can. It does take a village, but so Alicia, can you tell us the things that AMR, we're currently trying to do some things to help the community as well?
Absolutely. So we have coming up on November the 29th. From 12 to 4, we are doing our first annual Because We Care New Coat Drive.
Yes.
And
I'm excited about it.
It was laid on our hearts because right now you're already financially struggling to buy groceries. You're struggling to, pay for your homes and everything. So what happens? Something has to be ignored. And most of the time what's ignored or your money is sourced elsewhere is your basic necessities. And right now, winter is coming. We're going to need coats. And so we decided we wanted to do a coat drive to get as many donated new coats as we could so that we could, give them out. So we're taking donations. We're starting today if you want. Okay. So you can drop them off at our office and we'll have the address there. Call ahead to make sure someone's here so we can receive your item or receive your donation. And then on November the 29th, we want anybody that needs a coat, from infancy to adult. We plan on trying to have coats for you, okay?
Exactly.
To come out and get a coat.
And if you want to donate a brand new coat to help somebody this winter, we would appreciate that as well. So we want to be able to give, but if you want to give back, because we are going to purchase our own, but we need your assistance. We need the assistance of the community to come and drop off a brand new coat. We're going to make sure that gets out to the community. And on that day, we're going to celebrate and we're going to give out those coats and we're going to smile because we care. At AMR Elite Realtors and Mashana Making Moves Happen, we care about the community.
Yeah. If I could take the coat off my back and give it, I'm going to give it if you need it. And that's the way we're looking at it.
Exactly.
And so that was, all of what's going on right now in the world, in the community, and just overall is what sparked us to talk about the foreclosures and the short sales. Now, here, let's talk about short sales real quick. We always hear foreclosure and, it's almost like a bad word to people, but it happens. It happens. And we want to let you know it does happen. And so if you're in a foreclosure status right now, there's also things you can do to save your credit from having a foreclosure on there. And what that called is a short sale. So actually what a short sale is you might owe the bank $500,000 on your home. But the house or the community that you're living in, all of the houses right now are only worth $380,000. So what that means is you owe more than what the house can be sold for.
Exactly.
And so what happens is you have to communicate with your banking institution to let them know, look, I know I'm behind. I know, I just can't afford it anymore. I want to get permission from you to sell the house for less. And so that is when you really do need to contact a realtor, because what we'll do is we'll run the comps to make sure everything looks like it, looks. And then we put your property on the market and we help you to sell the home for the price that it's worth, while not negotiating with your bank, but communicating with your bank so that they understand this is what's happening. We have a contract. This is what, the person has given us. And it just all has to make sense. And then the bank has to agree.
They have to agree. So there are no guarantees with the short sale process, because it's all up to your mortgage lender to actually say yes or no.
And most of the time, I'm not going to say all the time, most of the time, the majority of the time, the bank accepts that short sale, because especially when you have a realtor or a short sale specialist working on your behalf, because it's something like you want to get nothing, or
well, with the short sale you do not get any money back, but you are able to walk away. And I don't know if your credit is impacted, or it is for like a short while, but it is better than foreclosure. I can say that.
Foreclosure is 7
foreclosure
years,
is a little bit different. Foreclosure is that you just said you're not going to pay. You don't have it right now, and you didn't do anything about it, and then the bank takes the property back. So that's the difference between foreclosure versus short sale. Short sale is that you're selling it for less than you actually bought it for, and you still are walking away with no money, but your credit is not impacted as much. So we don't encourage short sales. We don't encourage foreclosures, but whatever you do, just reach out to us and we can assist you from there.
Yeah.
And if we can help, we will, because that's what we are. Yes.
I think, in those type of transactions, it's imperative that you have the right realtor, because we're actually navigating through the process and communicating with the banks. And even on those sales, we use, like you said, the short sale negotiators and stuff. So it's a lot more involved. I know some people try to do that for sale by owner and stuff like that. That's not the time for you to try to,
No, it is not.
Right.
You definitely want to consult with
and you have to have a hardship. So you have to have some form of a documented hardship as to a reason why you got behind, and you'd have to show that to your lender. You'd have to say, I've been furloughed, or I got laid off. I've been off for 6-7 months, and as a result, this is why I couldn't pay. You can't just be working and having the same schedule and just say, I decided I'm no longer paying you. That's not gonna work.
Oh, I bought a new car. I bought a new car.
So they don't want to hear that, because it's an obligation, and you are tied to that obligation, and you're supposed to pay it. So
85% of short sales that are handled without a specialist or a realtor turn into a foreclosure. 30% of properties that are handled with a realtor or a short sale specialist turn into foreclosure. So that lets you know you need to have a specialist.
Right.
You need to have a specialist. And so let me give you one stat about some foreclosures. As of September 2025, 1 in 758 housing units turn into foreclosures or a foreclosure. So to put it into other terms, 187,659 properties filed for the first half of 2025. So those are all the and that's not just in Maryland, that's everywhere. So 187,000 houses have been in the foreclosure process for the beginning of 2025.
Which isn't good.
No.
But that's all right, because we're going to get through this storm. Storms come to make you strong, but we will get through this. And as a community, we must pull together. And I've been seeing so much pulling together, because lately there's been so much. There's been numerous food banks opening up. There's been so many different things. And I'm just like, I'm just thanking God that I'm getting the opportunity to see people are saying that, yes, SNAP might be closed, but we're open and we're going to feed the community. We're going to, just like we're saying, we're going to give coats to the community. So we don't want you to be outside when it's snowing without a coat. We want to be able to provide that for you. And we've had a great business all year long, and we want to give back to the community, because right now, this is what it's all about. giving back to the community. We have to do it. Each one of us together collectively has got to make a sound choice and decision to say, people are hurting and let's help. Yes. And if we do that, the world will be so much of a better place.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
indeed.
Yes, if we do that.
Yeah. So some homeowner assistance programs. So there is a foreclosure website, and it's called Homeowner Protection Alliance. And so you can go to this one. I have the phone number for it as well. And we'll post all of this for you. But what they'll do is they have to analyze. Everybody that you call is not going to automatically say, oh, okay, here's the money, or oh, okay, here's this. You're going to have to give them some documentation. And so they are requesting, just documentation so they can see what your financial picture looks like. Like what happened? What can you afford? Can we restructure your payments or whatever? And so that's one that I have is Homeowner Protection Alliance with Mr. Anthony Fieri. And I've talked to him and he said, look, I'm ready to help. He said, my phones are ringing, but he said, I'm going to take care of everybody that calls. He's trying to take care of everybody
really
that calls.
good.
And so 949-519-2599 is his number. But like I said, we'll share it all so that you'll have the information. And I know Juanita has some.
Yeah, and I wanted to let people know. So the WSSC, they are willing to suspend service turnoffs and to waive late fees for people that are impacted by the government shutdown. So you don't have to worry about it at this time. They're not cutting off any water or anything like that. And I think that is just so awesome. And also with the Washington Gas, they have a low energy home energy assistance program, and it provides grants to help families to pay for their gas bills. And there's an application process for that, and it's opened on Wednesdays, and it's through the Department of Energy and Environment. So if you're behind on the gas bill, you can reach out and get some assistance that way.
Okay.
So yeah, we just want to be able to let you know what's out there. Then I got some information on Tuesdays. I'll say Fridays. Well, I'll deal with Fridays because the United Community in Alexandria, Virginia, they're going to have food giveaways. That is going to be, they don't have a time for 11 to 1. And then Urban Outreach on Fridays from 11 to 1:30. That's going to be on C Street, 5343 C Street in Southeast DC. And then they have some others on Saturdays. It's going to be at the Linda Benn Foundation, 10739 Tucker Street in Beltsville, Maryland, from 1 to 2:30. So there's lots of food banks opening up to assist you. So don't feel like you're alone. If you need a ride, phone a friend. But get out there. We're not going to worry about the SNAP program being cut off. We're going to work with each other to ensure that everybody can eat this Thanksgiving, no matter how we have to do it.
Right. Because this is the thing. This is not just for federal workers.
No, it's not.
Everybody's having a problem.
That's right.
Like I said, it's a trickle down effect. I mean, it's trickled down to us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's trickled down to the real estate industry because some of the entities that are closed, they're the ones that approve the loans.
Yes.
So we're not getting loan approvals right now. So, there's a lot of things that are on hold. So don't think, oh, woe is me, it's just me. Nope, it's all of us. It's everybody. And if it's not you right now, you know someone that is affected.
Exactly.
And that's the purpose of us today, just trying to get everybody some resources, some information, and let you know you're not alone. We're all fighting for one another to be okay. We're just fighting for one another.
Exactly. And Mashana, is there any resources down there in North Carolina?
I know she talked about the food drive that they have.
Yeah, there is one of the food banks I know of is Feeding Kannapolis, and they do like a every other Saturday where they you do like a drive-by and they give away some foods from local farmers and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, for the foreclosures, I think there's a families for foreclosures.com website that you can go to for families who need assistance with foreclosures. So there are some resources available, that I think they're adding on and coming up with because of the current situation as well. So,
all right.
So there's also that that loan they have a.
Yeah. So in Maryland, Westmore, we love you, Governor Westmore. There is a $700 loan that the furloughed federal workers can receive. If you go online, you can, I got it in my paperwork, but if you go online and just type in $700 loan, now you do have to pay it back. But the governor in Maryland, Westmore, thank God for him, there is a $700 loan that if you show that you're a federal worker and you were furloughed, you can receive that loan. Now you do have to pay it back. But, once you're back on your feet, it'll be much easier. But if people are having a hardship to the point where they don't have anything, I'm sure that could help somebody in this community. So we want to just make sure that we get that information out to the public.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's good. So like I said, we are here for the community.
Even if we didn't touch on it today and you want to call and say, hey, you guys were talking about this, that, or the other, sometimes we are, what is it, a plethora of information. We know different people and different things, so just give us a call and we'll see what we can do to help. Because listen, if I need help, I'm gonna call you.
Exactly.
So we gotta help one another. I just enjoy the platform that we have. I thank you so much for logging in, watching us live. For whoever rewatches us, please share our videos. We are here for everything. We are just here for the community. We're here for one another, and we are
reliable realtors
providing exceptional service.
No need to go far.
Come on down to AMR.
I thank you as always. Love you. Be blessed. Everybody, it's going to be okay. We're here.
We're going to get through this.
And also, anybody looking to join any real estate organizations, AMR is open for agents, and as well as Making Move Happen Realty in North Carolina. We're ready.
That's all right. Take care. We love you guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was going to say something real quick before we go. I think, Alicia, it's a great time to get your real estate license because with the uncertain times, it's always good to have something as a backup. So y'all just think about that.
That's right.
Just hire a new agent for that reason.
Exactly. So we're here for everything. The jobs, to help you to get the money, to help you to buy the house, to sell the house. That one-stop shop.
Yes,
exactly. To save the house.
Yes.
So, we're here for the community. We love you guys.
Thank you, everybody, again. Have a blessed one.
Bye-bye.